Hello, this is my presentation on the Ben & Jerry's CEO being fired because of some political post that the company made. But first, social media etiquette. It's essentially just being mindful of what you post online and what you share to your friends, like even if it's in a private chat or like a private post to only a select group of people will see, like a private story on Snapchat. Anybody can take that, share it, even without you seeing that they screenshotted it, took a picture of it. Does not matter. It can end up anywhere. It's also keeping track of the data that companies are getting from you. So like any location data and any habits that you have. So like if you notice, like if you search something up on Amazon and then 10 minutes later go on Instagram, an ad for what you searched on Amazon may show up on your feed. And that is because data is being collected from you and they're taking what you're searching and putting it in front of you so you can possibly consume that. Could this have been avoided? I do not think so. Other than just not posting or changing your views, I don't think the Ben & Jerry's CEO could have avoided being fired whatsoever, because the new CEO of Unilever was appointed or made the new CEO 2 days prior to the Ben & Jerry's CEO being fired. How do you change anything within a 2-day period and not just break the company in general? The new CEO was against companies being involved in social issues altogether, so there was nothing Ben & Jerry's could have really done, being a company that's always been involved since like their inception. There should have also been a meeting with the advisory committee before any action was even taken, but the Ben & Jerry's CEO was already removed before they could even put the committee together. Ben & Jerry's has been progressive since 1988, so nothing they could have really changed would have been towards their original mission. They have an activism tab on their website. They have ice cream flavors named after the causes that they support. The Yes We Can flavor was an Obama slogan based off of Yes We Can. Save Our World was for the Paris Climate Accord. And Change the World was Colin Kaepernick's vegan flavor. And there are more than just the three that I listed here. Ben & Jerry's is currently involved in a lawsuit because they believe the removal of their CEO was unlawful and not a part of the contract that they had originally with the purchase of Ben & Jerry's by Unilever in the year 2000. Can the relationship even be mended? I don't think so personally, but if they cut back on their political posts and stop like putting themselves out there as a political company, I believe that something could maybe be salvaged from essentially the embers of the relationship. Because how are you going to remove somebody 2 days into you being appointed as a CEO and not go through the proper channels to do so? You're just screwing over an entire company because why not? I can do it. I'm the boss. Is there a way that this could have been avoided contractually? Yes, it was in the contract. There has to be a board for them to make the decision. It can't just be one guy or Unilever alone. It has to be Ben & Jerry's and Unilever coming to an agreement that this guy isn't a good fit for the company. Not just get him out, which is essentially what happened. These are just my thoughts on the whole thing. I don't think it was justified whatsoever. They didn't go through the proper channels, and it was 2 days after a new CEO was appointed. What was the point of this? They have a progressive past. They have a literal progressive tab on their webpage. Can you be mad at a social media post? If it was because of the stock falling, sure, go through the proper channels. The new CEO can't dictate what they want to happen with the company that they own. And if me or another friend were in this scenario, which would be extremely hard to imagine, I don't see how I wouldn't defend them. They were well within their rights to post what they wanted to. They've always posted what they wanted to. There was nothing really wrong with what they posted. So why were they removed?